Hello YouTube, another episode of Country Cooking with Drew. Tonight we're going to make Parmesan cream sauce with penne noodles and grilled chicken. Let me get started. I already started my water, get it boiling. It's about 12-13 cups of water. Put 1 box, 1 pound of penne noodles in. You want to cook them for about 10 to 11 minutes is what you want to cook them. Almost late, we'll start at 12. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is break our chicken down. It's 3 pounds chicken. Go ahead and turn my stove eye on for my chicken pan here. A little bit of oil in it. Alright. You just always want to clean your chicken up. Make sure there ain't no bones or nothing on it. Look it all over. There's some right in here. Dark spot. Cut it out. Alright, and we'll cut them in half. Make it a little bit easier to cook. Plus, if you got more than, say, 3 or 4 people, it's plenty enough chicken for the dish. This is what we're having tonight for dinner at our house. And I want to say thanks again to my nephew, Liam, and Ivy for my cutting board for Christmas. I really like it. Alright, now that we've got our chicken cleaned up, get our pan, get it started, get it hot so we can get it cooking. Show you maybe where it's sticking. Chicken. Pepper them. It's all to taste. I like a good bit of pepper. This whole meal is going to cost about $23, $24. It's not expensive, is what you would think. It's getting there. About medium-high heat. Stir our noodles again while we're waiting on the skillet to get hot. It's not going to take very long to cook them. Probably 6 to 7 minutes. So roughly about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. And again, this is not an expensive dish. Just 3 pounds of chicken, a bag of Parmesan, 16 ounces of heavy whipping cream, some minced garlic, and some cooking wine. Check our noodles, see how we're getting along. Getting there, not close, but slowly cooking them. We're going to make some garlic bread too. I'm going to go ahead and preheat the oven. 400. We're gonna get enough garlic bread for, let's say, two pieces a person. Let's get you some unsliced hoagie rolls. Grab the butter real quick. And then get the hair. You want a nice good brown color on them. This is garlic bread, just simple. A little bit of butter on each one of them. I usually like to use garlic salt, but I don't have none. The only thing I have right now is garlic powder, but I would prefer garlic salt a lot more. Look at that. You don't have to go overboard with it, just a sprinkle on each one. That's all you need. The noodles are getting pretty close to being done, about 1:30. Pretty close, about a minute will be about perfect. I'll check the chicken with the thermometer for the video, but I usually never use a thermometer. Not quite. Probably gonna flip it one more time, and then by the time we drain the noodles and make the sauce, it should be good to go. Put a little bit of pepper on the other side too. About 1 more minute. 2. We'll go leave it for 2 more minutes. They're just a little bit under al dente. Chicken's got a very good color to it. Lay it out on my plate, let it settle in. Don't be afraid, guys, to cook this, because it's really not hard at all. I know it seems like it would be hard, but it's really not hard at all. It's actually very simple. Oven's getting there. Yes, guys, this is a normal kitchen in a normal house. So I do have stuff: coffee pot, toaster, creamer. Look, there's a microwave. It's a normal kitchen, guys. Check our noodles one last time before we on. Perfect. That puts us around 13.5 minutes. Our noodles off. You can run them under some cold water to keep them from cooking more, because you're gonna put them in your sauce that we're getting ready to make. So they'll cook just a tad bit more than what they are right now. Like I said, you can cool them off, keep them from cooking anymore. Alright, so let's let this set in the sink. That piece is definitely done. There ain't no point in checking it. And I know it's done for 100%. Perfect. 165, almost 170, and still climbing. Plenty enough. That's the biggest piece out of the pan. So if it's done, all the rest of them are done. We'll set our chicken right over here. Let it we don't want quite that much grease. I'm going to dump some out. Just need a very, very little bit for the next step. Get your 12 ounces, pour it in. Say half a bottle. Get the lid on, guys. Alright. Turn your heat back on, medium. Your cooking wine. Probably 3.5 tablespoons of garlic. You just want to let it cook down, let it reduce. That's what you're wanting. Alright, I'm going to stick the garlic bread in. Started it. Timer probably 5 minutes to start it. We can always check it as we're going along. You just want to let your wine, your garlic reduce. You want to get the flavor out of the garlic, and you're also wanting to cook and evaporate the alcohol out of it. And you don't have to add as much garlic. I like garlic. A lot of people that would be too much, but I like garlic. I'm just wanting to let it reduce down. The farther you can reduce it, the more flavor you'll get from the garlic and from the wine as you're reducing it. Let's set this pot back over here. Trying to straighten up a little bit, guys, while that's reducing down. Keep letting it reduce down. You'll notice that it's starting to get like a brown tint to it. It's just where it's cooking the garlic and reducing. And for a dish, for an adult, roughly about 1 to 2 cups of noodles after they're cooked per plate is plenty enough. Just keep an eye on it, make sure it ain't burning. Looking good. Slowly reducing down. Bring our noodles over. Turn heat down just a hair, just right above medium. It's just about reduced all it's going to reduce. And you can start adding your heavy cream in. We'll start with that. We'll go probably, we'll add, say, 3 cups of noodles for right this second. A little bit more than 3. Say 3.5 cups. Turn our heat back up just a hair. A little bit more heavy cream to it. You want it to simmer, not really boil, because the only thing you're wanting to do is really reheat the noodles and put a little bit of flavor of the garlic and the wine into the noodles. And add the rest of it. While that's getting back up to temperature, I'm going to go ahead and take the chicken and just cut it how you're going to plate. You just want to take your chicken breast, lay it out on your cutting board. There's for one dish. Two dishes. That one right there. Three dishes. Alright, our sauce is starting to break down. As it's starting to get hot. You just want to keep it moving. It's probably not going to stick to the pan, but you never know. So I always just try to give it a shake every at least 30 seconds, 45 seconds, just to make sure as it gets hot. I'm gonna check my garlic bread. Not quite. I'm gonna give it about 3 more minutes. So that's getting there. I'm gonna wipe the stove off where it's splattered. Like I said, once it starts to get hot, now for the last step, you'll add your Parmesan like that. And that's where it will, 1, the Parmesan taste, but 2, it will start to thicken that sauce up too. You'll get a nice creamy texture with your sauce and your noodles. We have about probably a quarter of the bag for just a minute, just to see what it's going to look like once it melts. I like a lot of Parmesan cheese. I like for it to be kind of gooey. About half a bag. Yeah, it's starting to get creamy looking, starting to thicken the heavy cream up. It's melting the cheese in. Actually, guys, I think I'm going to add just some more cheese to it. Like I said, it's all what you like, how much Parmesan you like. Now see, it's really starting to thicken up. Sauce is nice and creamy. We'll let it simmer just for a second. Check our garlic bread here. Think we're good to go on it. Double that rag. That pan's a little warmer than I thought, guys. Set it up on the pan so it don't burn my countertop. All right, now it's plenty cooking down, thickening more and more. All right, so what we're gonna do is make this stuff up real quick. Turn my heat off. Move this stuff around here. Ain't got enough room to do all this stuff. Now that it's nice and thickened up, let's take it over here. Take 2.5, 3 spoonfuls. Plate. And you could easily break it down and make it smaller noodle portions. You could easily plate 4 to 5 out of it. Now that that's done, take my spatula, lay my chicken on it, just like that, on each one. Last step, just for looks, decoration, a little bit of Parmesan on the top. Give us a piece of garlic bread. Sorry guys, hit the camera. That's my fault. There it is, guys. Parmesan chicken, penne noodles, garlic bread. It's a very simple, easy dish. Tastes good. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments on the next video ideas. Have a good evening, guys.